On behalf of Theekshana by PushpaGanga, I welcome Shri Naresh Chand Goyal sir to the program.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to the program, sir.
Thank you very much.
Sir, from MD University to Railways, how was your journey?
See, I did my graduation from MD University, Rohtak. After graduation, I did post graduation also, like LLB from Delhi University and LLM from Bombay University, and many other courses. The journey has been fantastic. I am an avid reader. I have not missed any class so far. That has been my record. So you can say fantastic journey I've been through.
Very good, sir. How was your experience when you were selected for IRTS? How did you feel when you were selected for IRTS job?
When I got the news of my selection, I was in UPSC. I saw the list. Those days there were no mobiles, no internets. So I saw the list. The first thing I did, rushed back to my academy, touched the feet of my guru who was teaching me those days. It was a wonderful feeling of getting something better, something in life, some achievement. And then after that, rushed back to my village and met my parents.
That's nice, sir. So, like, what was the most challenging thing that you came across your service, sir?
See, there are so many challenges in the civil services. First and foremost is the postings. You get posted to many different places, depends on the service. If you are in the IAS, IPS, you remain in the state, but even there, so many places of posting. For central services, like I was in the railways, I got posted at many places. So moving things from here and there initially looks like a challenge, but later on it comes in the stride.
How was your life as a bureaucrat, sir?
I will say wonderful life. I have seen many challenges, worked very hard in that, and enjoyed a lot. Civil service is the platform where you can get the things done not only for yourself but for the country, for the people. You can touch their lives. You are in the civil services in IAS, IPS, any service for that matter. You can really touch the lives of the people and can do something definitely for them because you have the power to do that. You have the money to do that. You have the resources to do that. So it's a wonderful thing.
Did you really feel satisfied with your job role, sir?
It has been very satisfying. My background is from the business. I would have gone into the business background. But when I look back, I see that business has been there all right, but my journey in the civil service has been very good. I have seen many places, I've met many people, did many works, knew many things which I would not have seen in the business. So that's why I compare myself. My life has been very good.
So, you were in the service for 35 plus years.
Yes,
So, even after India getting 75 years of independence,
yes.
still, civil service in the country is being considered as one of the most coveted jobs.
Yes.
So, what is your stand on this, sir?
See, civil service is one of the most coveted jobs because, see, at the movement of any policy or anything starts from the civil services. We prepare the document, we put up to the politician, they take it to the parliament. The whole policy framework moves around the civil services. So that's why civil service has been very important. It has been very important then, it is very important now also.
So, like, there are a number of students who are not able to get into the service. Like, there are many successful service and unsuccessful students also in the for the service. What would be your message to the students who will be not able to get into the service in their last attempt?
I'll give you an example. I appeared for Combined Defense Service exam in Bhopal in 1977. You know, as the defense people do, we were 36 in the group and only one passed. 35 of us could not pass. At the end of the day, I remember one Lieutenant General came. He gave a valedictory address. He said very important thing which I remember till date. Gentlemen, if you have not passed here, don't think you are a failure. This means something better is waiting for you. I remember till that date, 1977, about 45 years now, and that I remember throughout my life. So if you have not passed this exam this year, maybe next year, depending on the number of attempts you have. I will go to the extent of saying that if you are not passing here, something better is waiting for you in life. Remember that.
Many students go to the depression. Many students even commit suicide. So because they have been waiting for long 8 years, preparing for these exams, 9 years, they have wasted all those precious time. So like people think there is end if they are if we don't get into the service. So what do you say to them?
As I said earlier, it is not the end. It's very unfortunate even if one person commits suicide only for this reason. There's no reason to commit suicide or feel bad about it. This is not the end of the world. This is not the end of the life. If you pass civil service, all right. If you have not passed, you will do certainly better. Take my words. There are n number of things in life, n number of jobs in it. This is not the only job. Please follow your passion. Your passion may be something else also. There are people who have not done very well here, they have done very well in the life. And there are people who have done very well here, they have quit the job and joined something else. I give you an example. Our present railway minister, he was an IAS officer, left the job, did his private job, did some other job. Today he is railway minister, and n number of civil servants are working under him. Imagine. So don't worry. If you are not passing, something better is waiting for you.
So like we after the mains result, there is 2 3 months time for the interview.
Yeah.
So like what should be the preparing strategies for the aspirants who are going for the interviews?
Yes, this 2 3 months period is very crucial period. I have another video on that. When you have this time, prepare yourself for the interview. Now, how to prepare for the interview? First thing is don't start immediately. Just for if you have 2 months time, enjoy for 5 6 days, 7 days, 10 days. Go around, meet people. This will improve your body language, which is very important for face-to-face interview. Now you start preparing for your attire, what you are going to wear that day. Get ready with your papers. What papers you have to take there? Because everything is written in the document. Get to know what kind of questions they ask, how to answer the questions. You will certainly not know all the questions. Get ready to not answer those questions and how to answer those questions. You may say, I'm sorry, sir, I do not know. They accept it. But the way you answer, the way you greet them, the way you treat them, your body language, your aura around, that plays the most important role, not your exact answer. They see your presence of mind, your planning, how you handle the situation. That is very important in the interview. So prepare, join some academy, go for mock interviews. One, two, three, four, depending on your time. And don't worry, you are going to pass certainly. Just be ready.
That was a nice one, sir. So like many says that newspaper play a very important role for the UPSC preparations, even for prelims mains. How does newspapers have its role during the interview?
See, reading newspaper is very, very, very important because it gives you daily news, what is happening in the country, what is happening in the world, what is happening in the sports around. What why newspaper? Because the language of the newspaper is very simple and day-to-day language, and everybody can understand that. If you read the books and texts, the language is slightly difficult. So reading newspaper is very important for the language. You understand the things. What is happening in the world? Which way economy is going? Which country is doing better? Which country is not doing better? What is happening? Who is fighting with each other? So you get to know everything. And newspaper, while commenting on certain things, they go back to the history also. So you get to know the history of your country, your things, your society, everything. That's why newspaper is very, very important. And one more thing I'll say, not one newspaper. Read more than one newspaper. How to read newspaper is also an art. Do not read the crime reports. Read only the reports which give you information. Read informations. No crime reports, no other unnecessary sports thing, no personalities thing unnecessary. Just go through it. But get as much as information from newspaper as you can. That's important.
Okay, sir. Sir, usually many of the students have problem. Like most of the times interview will be held in the month of summer season,
Yes.
so in Delhi. So like many of the students will be having doubts like what should be the dress they should be wearing during the interview. So like how to impress the panel members and all. So what is your suggestion to the candidates? What kind of a dress they should wear during the interviews?
See, if the interview is in the month of May, it is quite hot here in Delhi. But still, there is a tradition to wear a shirt, tie, and a suit. You normally get suits for suitable for the summer season also. Get acquainted with this thing, get a suit ready. It's a question of hardly 2 hours, 3 hours. So it's better to be in proper attire because, as I said earlier, the body speaks. Your body language speaks more than what you have spoken. Get ready for it.
Okay. So the common doubt what students face from the local background or literature things and all, like students like who are not comfortable with English. So they wanted to go for, even though they are from rural background or anything from outside, like even without English, they wanted to choose apart from English, like it might be their local languages, regional languages they want to choose. Like they have a doubt that can they use an interpreter for addressing the queries and all, like will that be an added advantage to the students, or should they go with English, or can they use interpreter for the regional languages?
So the interpreter I have not seen in the interview so far. But regional languages definitely. I have taken about 500 interviews so far in last 5 years and 106 this year. People can speak in Hindi, they can speak in English. The people from South India, they speak English very well. People from North India and all, they speak Hindi very well. But it's your choice. You can take your local language, you can speak. Interpreter is not, I will not recommend because that he does not convey, definitely he does not convey the meaning which you want to convey. That's why I've not seen any interpreter so far.
So like people like they wanted to give their interview in Marathi, they wanted to give interview in Hindi, English, sorry, Kannada, Telugu, Tamil. So what is your advice for them, sir?
Better is that you prepare your interview if you are not comfortable with Hindi, or be ready with English. If you are not comfortable with English, get ready into Hindi. These two are not most preferred language in the interview process because the interviews are held in Delhi. Most of the time, you may not find a person of Kannada speaking in the interview panel. Of course, they will try to adjust you somewhere, but better to get ready for these one of these two languages because if you get selected into IFS, foreign service, then you have to move around the whole world. Better to get acquainted with the English language or Hindi language with that better.
Okay. Sir, students will be preparing very seriously for the whole year for UPSC exams.
Yes.
So they have put their heart and soul for that, and many of them have cleared prelims, mains, and they have come for the interview level.
Yeah.
So, like, how should be their mental status on the particular interview day?
Relax. You have done your work. Just relax. Now things are not in your hand. It is somebody's hand. Your body language will speak. You enjoy. When you enjoy, your body speaks. Your whole aura speaks. That's what you can do. Don't worry. Heavens are not going to fall if you don't pass. And you are not going to heavens if you pass. So just let it be. Let it the whole thing take own course. Don't worry. On the day of interview, just relax, and that will do the thing for you. Your relaxation, your body language, your aura, your way of speaking, your composure, that will do the thing. Keep it.
Okay. Sir, as the finally, like, what do you want to suggest the young bureaucrats as a bureaucrat?
My dear friends, young bureaucrats, I would like to congratulate you first. But mind you, you will have to work very hard in life. You will have resources, you will have power, but you will have to prove yourself, do the things. Because the kind of responsibility that is going to come on your shoulders is very high. And you are fully capable of shouldering that responsibility. That's why you have been chosen as a civil servant, as an officer, gazetted officer of the government of India. So be prepared for it.
That's a fantastic suggestions for the young bureaucrats, sir. So thank you for joining Theekshana, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.